Bronco, I took half of his list because I'd be going through mine so much, and even though I had a lot more hustle than him, but
yeah,
it just made it easier. So I took some of his Marlboro list, and I got stuck with Sears Road.
So,
But Sears Road takes a little while, you know?
yeah, I mean, we will also have a bit of a buddy system. So, for instance, if you're a new driver and you have your route, and your buddy might be some other more experienced driver, and so you'll both have each other's route. So you'll have your route, and maybe you'll have his route. And so the snow commander will kind of buddy you guys up. If the new guy isn't done as quickly and the other guy's done, at least he's got all the paperwork, and he can, fill it right out on the paperwork. And then if one guy's stuck, I mean, typically the routes would be close to each other so that you can help each other out. But you need to take ownership in completing your route. It's your responsibility to ensure that all of your customers are done to the level of quality that they expect and that they're not missed, okay? If you go home and you're in bed and I call Junie, I call you and you're not answering, and then I'm calling Junie and Junie's getting back out of bed to go solve your problems, he's not happy with you, so you need to, just because he's the guy answering the phone, we need to take responsibility for our own routes, okay? Now, we also, in addition to our regular drivers, we try to have a couple of backup drivers. And a backup driver is often going to be used the day after a storm. So if we've been plowing for 12 hours and now it's like 8 o'clock and everybody's done, and gone home to bed, the phone is gonna ring, okay? We forgot Mrs. Jones' mailbox. We forgot Mrs. Smith's turnaround. New customer calls, this, that, and the other thing. So we will have that backup guy the day after go out and do all this firefighting, okay? That's a great way to train new guys as well, and like Zach and like Sue and other Matt, people that haven't really plowed yet. You're not under the time pressure that you are doing a route, plowing in the midst of the storm, but it's a great way to learn and practice. So we will certainly be doing that. And then also those backup guys are in case somebody's out, inevitably with 20 plus trucks, somebody's gonna be sick or somebody's gonna be on vacation in Aruba or wherever they're, whatever they're doing. And then that backup guy will sit in there and inevitably somebody drops out, we've got everybody hired and someone, whatever, they get a different job and they don't want to plow anymore. So then we've got that backup guy to plug into that route. So we do try to have at least 2 or 3 backup guys.
Can the new guys drive around and see their routes?
We will do that, yes.
In the daytime?
Yes.
I was gonna ask if they stake
Many of the driveways will get staked, not all of them. So customers have to pay for that service. Typically it's the same as the plow price. When you drive around, we might have you stake. I think some driveways have been staked.
Yeah, all the commercial ones I staked, all the commercial properties, but no residential. Usually it's better for the person that's going to be plowing it to stake it, because then you get to know where it is and where you want to put the snow. Because I could go and stake your driveway for you, and you might think, oh, well, this is a better spot to put it, and then by that point the ground's frozen, you can't move it.
Yeah, so we do need to get those done like this week if they're not done already. And get the driveways staked that require it. If they're long and windy driveways and it's not staked, I mean, that becomes very difficult. You could be off in the woods and stuck for the duration of the storm because you didn't know where the driveway was. But for the most part, straight driveways, or pretty obvious driveways really shouldn't need a lot of staking. And some customers will stake themselves. So, but it will be helpful for you to, when you drive around your route, to go in it, and if you think it's necessary, it wouldn't hurt for you to take pictures on your phone. Have them all, go through the whole thing so you find where the driveways are, and then you can just go, oh yeah, I remember now, there's a turnaround over here, so that will be a huge help, okay?
The worst is not knowing it and being in the middle of the night.
All right, so at this point, let's take a few minute break. I need a break for a moment.